Here's a seriously cool Excel trick. I have a messy single column list, and in one formula, I can instantly turn it into a clean grid layout. No copying, no helper columns, no VBA. This is the WRAPROWS function, and it's one every Excel user should know. So open in front of you, I've got an example file that I've made available for you to download so you can open it up and follow along with me. This file is called Excel WRAPROWS function -01, and you'll find a link to it in the video description just right down below. Look for the OfficeNewb.com blog link, and you'll find a link there to download the file. So make sure you download it, open it up, and follow along with me. And while you're down there, if you enjoyed the video, you learned something new, make sure you hit that like button. I appreciate that. And if you haven't already, make sure you click the subscribe button so you get updates about new videos that we add to this channel each week. All right, let's jump in. So inside this workbook, we've got two worksheets, and we're going to start out inside of the intro WRAPROWS just to get a feel of what the WRAPROWS function looks like. So here I've got a simple single column of data, just some random names. What I'd like to do is break this column up into 4 rows. So I want to take Ava, Noah, Olivia, Liam, and I want to take those names and put them into a single row. Then I want to jump down to Emma, Elijah, Sophie, and Lucas and put those into its own row, and so on. Wrap these into various rows. So I'm going to start off inside of C2. I'll say equals wrap rows. There it is. I'm going to go ahead and click the FX button here to open up the argument window, and I'll zoom in on that window. So the WRAPROWS function takes 3 arguments. The first one they call the vector. And really all this is where's your data? Where's the range of cells that you want to wrap across rows? The second thing it wants to know is the wrap count. So how many items do you want inside of each row before it wraps to the next row? And then the last thing here is the pad width. This happens if you have extra records that don't complete a complete row. So let's say, for example, in my last row, I've only got 2 names where every other row has 4. So the last 2 entries in there, what do you want to put inside of those cells? Default for the pad width value is you get an NA, which doesn't look very good. So we're going to fix that. All right, so the first thing I need here is the vector, or where's the data. I'm going to grab my A2 to A13. My wrap count, I want to put these inside of rows of 4. So I'm going to say 4 for my wrap count. And then the pad width, I don't want the NA if there's any extra blank cells in any of those rows. So I'm just going to do 2 quotes, just smashed together, just an empty string. And that's it. I'll hit OK. And there's my wrapped single column across 3 rows, 4 names each. This is the WRAPROWS function. Now let's take the WRAPROWS function and put it into a little more practical scenario. Here, I'm on the messy data worksheet, and I've got a single column that I've labeled address parts. Now it's called address parts because inside of this column, I've got multiple customers, but each of these customers have their customer name, have their street address, their city, their state, their zip, and so on. But it's just in a single column. I want to take each of these customers and put them into a nice little list over here on the right-hand side, right? Have all those records right here. So in steps, WRAPROWS. So I'm going to jump into C2. I'll say equals WRAPROWS. Nope, not wrap calls, WRAPROWS. First thing it needs is the vector. So I'll grab from A2 all the way down to A51, grab that entire range, comma. The next thing it wants to know is the wrap count. So how many values make up those individual addresses? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So each customer here, customer name, street address, city, state, and zip, we got 5 entries. So I'll put a 5 in there. And then pad width, I'm just going to do an empty string again, just 2 quotes smashed together. I'll close that parentheses, hit my enter key, and there's our list. Love it. How quick was that? I didn't have to copy paste. I didn't have to introduce any VBA or Power Query. Just a single formula does it all for us. One little formula, that's it. And it'll wrap that single column across multiple rows. You get to specify how many entries in each row, and it does the rest for you, right? Like I said, no VBA, no Power Query, no heavy lifting. One function does it all. I hope you enjoyed the video. You learned something new here. And if you have, make sure you click that like button. I appreciate that. And if you haven't already, make sure you click the subscribe button so you get updates about new videos that we add to this channel each week on Microsoft Excel and other Office applications. I'll see you in the next video.